Have you ever wondered what it would be like to walk on a river frozen in time? Welcome to a world of ice, a world of glaciers. These aren't just chunks of ice, they are slow-moving rivers, carving out landscapes as they inch their way across the earth. They are giants, silent and steady, shaping our planet with a persistence that's as relentless as time itself. Imagine a snowflake falling from the sky. It's joined by countless others, layer upon layer, year after year. This snowfall, under the weight of its own history, is compressed into dense blue ice. This is the birth of a glacier. These rivers of ice are colossal. Some of the world's largest glaciers, like the Lambert Glacier in Antarctica, extend for hundreds of miles and plunge thousands of feet deep. Even the smaller ones are no less impressive. And the beauty, oh, the beauty! Picture vast expanses of white, punctuated with crevasses of the deepest blue. Imagine a silence so profound that you can almost hear the snowflakes settling on the surface, a stillness so serene that it seems the entire world is holding its breath. Glaciers are more than just beautiful, they're otherworldly. They transport you to a different time, a different place. They make you feel small, yet connected to something much larger than yourself. They remind you of the raw, untamed power of nature and the quiet, enduring strength of our planet. You can visit these magnificent ice giants. You can explore their icy valleys, hike on their rugged surfaces, or venture into their mesmerizing ice caves. Each experience is unique, each view a masterpiece of nature's own making. Now picture yourself standing on a glacier, feeling the crunch of ancient ice beneath your feet. Feel the cold seeping through your boots, hear the echo of your footsteps. Look around you at the vast icy landscape. This is a world of ice, a world that's waiting for you to explore. So, are you ready to step into a river frozen in time? What if you could journey through time simply by stepping onto a glacier? Now, wouldn't that be something? Today, we're going to do just that. Imagine, if you will, a glacier as a grand storyteller. Each layer of ice, a page in a novel, recounting the tale of our planet's climatic past. The deeper we delve, the further back in time we travel. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? You see, glaciers are formed from fallen snow which, over thousands of years, is compressed into large, thick ice masses. Each year's snowfall creates a new layer, much like the rings of a tree, allowing us to journey back through the ages. These layers hold invaluable information about our world's climatic history. Scientists, akin to detectives, use this data to decipher the story of past climates. They extract cylindrical sections of the ice, known as ice cores, which can reveal a myriad of details. From the temperature and atmospheric conditions to the presence of volcanic ash and even ancient pollen, it's all preserved in the ice. Now imagine standing on a glacier, surrounded by ice that's been around for thousands of years. It's like being in the presence of an ancient being, wise with the knowledge of millennia. The air is crisp, the silence profound, and the vast expanse of ice beneath your feet is humbling. It's an experience that truly puts into perspective the immensity of time. But these glaciers are not just frozen water. They are not merely beautiful landscapes to be admired. They are libraries of our planet's history, holding within their icy grasp the secrets of our past. They are silent witnesses to the ebbs and flows of our climate, preserving information that can help us understand and perhaps predict the future of our world. Glaciers are not just stunning landscapes, they are time capsules preserving our planet's history. So the next time you find yourself standing on a glacier, remember, you're not just on a journey through space, but also a journey through time. Imagine standing at the foot of Vatnajökull, the largest ice cap in Europe. Picture this, a colossal expanse of ice, so vast it covers 8% of Iceland, a country known for its dramatic landscapes. It's not just an ice cap, it's a natural fortress, with peaks reaching over 2,000 meters and depths plunging to a staggering kilometer below sea level. Vatnajökull, often referred to as the Vatna Glacier in English, is a breathtaking spectacle situated in the southeastern part of Iceland. This glacier is not just about its size, it's about the unique features it holds within. It's like a treasure chest, hiding sparkling ice caves, pristine snowfields, and dramatic ice falls within its icy expanse. Now, imagine standing there, dwarfed by this massive formation. Feel the cold wind brushing past your cheeks, the crunch of ice under your boots, the deafening silence broken only by the distant echo of ice shifting somewhere in the heart of the glacier. You'd almost feel as if you've stepped into another world, a world where the forces of nature reign supreme, and you're but a small speck in the grand scheme of things. Yet, despite its intimidating size, Vatnajökull is surprisingly accessible. There are opportunities for guided hikes on the glacier itself, where you can tread on centuries-old ice and feel the thrill of exploring a landscape that's constantly evolving, constantly shifting under the forces of nature. And then there are the ice caves, these ethereal structures that seem straight out of a fairy tale, with walls of ice glowing in shades of blue and white, illuminated by the faint sunlight filtering in. But remember, Vatnajökull is not just a spectacle to marvel at. It's a reminder of the sheer power and beauty of nature, the vastness of our planet, and our own insignificance in comparison. It's a testament to the ancient forces that have shaped our world and continue to do so even today. Vatnajökull is not just a glacier, it's an adventure waiting to happen. Why should we care about these frozen rivers of ice, you may ponder? The answer lies in their vast ecological significance. Glaciers serve as nature's thermometers, their ebb and flow reflecting shifts in the Earth's climate. They play a pivotal role in our world's water cycle, storing vast quantities of water during colder periods and releasing it gradually during warmer times. This slow release of water replenishes our rivers and reservoirs, ensuring a steady supply of fresh water for millions around the globe. But the influence of glaciers extends beyond fresh water. They also sculpt our landscapes, carving out valleys and shaping mountains, creating breathtaking vistas and habitats for a multitude of species. Let's not forget their role in sea level regulation. By locking away water in solid form, glaciers prevent our oceans from swallowing up coastal regions, but our glaciers are in peril. The relentless march of global warming is causing these icy giants to retreat at an alarming rate. As they shrink, they release their stored water prematurely, disrupting the water cycle and causing sea levels to rise. This could lead to devastating floods and the loss of coastal habitats. The melting glaciers also mean less reflection of sunlight back into space, leading to further warming of the Earth's surface. Moreover, the loss of glaciers threatens the survival of species that depend on them for their habitat, from the microscopic organisms that thrive in glacial waters to the large mammals that forage in glacier-carved valleys. So, it's not just about preserving these majestic ice formations for their aesthetic value or the thrill of hiking on them. It's about recognizing their critical role in our ecosystem and the catastrophic consequences of their loss. The plight of our glaciers is a stark reminder of our interconnectedness with the natural world. It underscores the urgency of addressing climate change and preserving these icy guardians of our planet. Glaciers are not just beautiful, they are essential to our planet's health. But what happens when these ancient ice rivers start to disappear? Imagine a world where the majestic glaciers we marvel at today are no longer there. A world where Europe's largest ice cap, Vatnajökull, and others like it have melted away. This is not a mere dystopian vision. It is a real threat that our planet faces due to climate change. Glaciers are some of the most sensitive indicators of climate change, and their rapid melting is a sign of the rising temperatures our world is experiencing. As these massive ice structures melt, they contribute to the rising sea levels, which pose a significant threat to coastal regions and small island nations. It's estimated that if all the glaciers on Earth were to melt, sea levels could rise by up to 20 feet. This could lead to widespread flooding, displacement of people, and loss of land. But the threats don't stop at rising sea levels. Glaciers are also crucial reservoirs of fresh water. As they melt, they release this water into oceans, where it becomes undrinkable salt water. This loss of freshwater sources could lead to water scarcity in many parts of the world, affecting billions of people and countless ecosystems. So, what can we do to slow down this process? It starts with individual actions. We can reduce our carbon footprint by choosing greener alternatives, like using public transportation or renewable energy sources. We can also play a part by spreading awareness about the importance of glaciers and the threats they face. But this is not just an individual responsibility. Countries around the world must work together to combat climate change. This includes implementing policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, investing in renewable energy, and supporting climate change research. The fate of our glaciers is intertwined with the fate of our planet. Their disappearance would not only mean a loss of breathtaking natural wonders, but it could also have serious implications for our future. The fate of our glaciers is in our hands. It's time to act. So, what can you do to help preserve these magnificent ice formations? Firstly, we can all work towards reducing our carbon footprint. This doesn't necessarily mean making drastic changes. Small, consistent efforts like choosing to walk or bike instead of using a car for short distances, reducing energy consumption by turning off unused lights and electronics, and opting for locally sourced plant-based meals can make a significant difference over time. Another way is by supporting organizations that work to protect our environment. Many of these organizations are involved in crucial research, policy making, and on-ground conservation efforts. A little bit of research can help you find an organization whose work aligns with your values, and you can support them either through donations or by volunteering your time and skills. It's also important to stay informed about the state of our planet's glaciers. There's a wealth of knowledge out there, from scientific studies to documentaries, that can help us understand the beauty and significance of these icy giants, as well as the threats they face. Once you're equipped with this knowledge, share it. Talk to your friends, your family, your colleagues. Use your social media platforms to spread awareness. The more people know about the importance of glaciers, the more they'll care. And the more they care, the more likely they are to take action. And finally, consider the power of your vote. Support leaders and policies that prioritize the environment and climate change mitigation. Our collective voice can influence the direction of our societies and the health of our planet. Every action, no matter how small, has the potential to contribute to a larger impact. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the problem, but remember, change often starts with a single step. Every action counts. Together, we can help preserve our glaciers for future generations. As we bid farewell to the world of ice, let's remember the importance of these frozen rivers in our lives. The journey we've taken today through the icy expanses of our planet is more than just a tour of physical places. It is a journey through time, through the history of our Earth, and through the critical role that glaciers play in our world. From the majestic Vatnajökull, Europe's largest ice cap, to the countless others scattered across the globe, these icy giants are more than just stunning natural phenomena. They are vital components of our planet's health and climate system. We've reveled in the beauty of these icy landscapes, marveling at their sheer size and the awe-inspiring power they hold. But we've also confronted the harsh reality of their vulnerability. The threats they face from climate change are real and imminent. The melting of these glaciers is not just a loss of natural beauty, but a disruption to ecosystems, a source of rising sea levels, and a harbinger of the broader changes our planet is undergoing. The importance of these glaciers cannot be overstated. They are the custodians of our planet's history, the reservoirs of our fresh water, and the regulators of our climate. Their loss would be a catastrophe for our world and for us. Yet, their future is not set in stone. It is in our hands. As we say goodbye to these icy landscapes, let's not forget the lessons they've taught us. Let's take the knowledge we've gained and share it with others. Let's educate our communities about the importance of these glaciers and the urgent need to protect them. We all have a role to play in this. Whether it's reducing our carbon footprint, supporting policies that combat climate change, or simply spreading awareness, every effort counts. Remember, each step we take on a glacier is a step through time. It's up to us to ensure that future generations can take those steps too.